I believe in you. You can do this.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. This is the Dull Edge, and I'm Bobby.
And I'm Shay.
And it just was going to be a long intro, so I'm going to do it out of order. Anyways, so I watched a video the other day where this group of people got asked how they see the year in like the months, like they had
to draw it out.
Yeah, they had to draw it out. Like how they like run through it when they're like, oh, in April, then like there was one person, for example, they saw it like a clock, and they like January was numbered. It was 12, at the 12, yeah. And like moved it around. And then one person had a clock, but it was like angular because they're like, I see it in quarters, and whatever, because apparently they're businessy or something. I don't know. And then there was there was one lady that had counted on her knuckles, like the whole 30, 31, 30, 31 thing. But that's how she did the months, which I was like, that's garbage. So just stuff like that. I hate that was the worst one. She sent me over the edge. Other than that, like more than the one.
Yeah, you showed me that one, and she was like, she had all these boxes, and they were not connected in the proper order, and they were just like, they were all like random. In an L, like it went January, February, March on the left
April,
side,
May, down, going vertical, like down, and then it cut over for June or something, and then I can't even remember, it like went up or something.
Yeah, and then she had like weird. One box that was just off by itself.
Yeah,
in
because June connected the half or whatever, or July did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was annoying. That lady was dumb. Dude, I was like, no, that I'm like, very seriously, that person should not have children. Oh like, gosh. Don't, because you're nuts.
I accept her more than the Knuckles girl. The Knuckles girl, I'm like, want to slap her hands and be like, you need to rethink.
Yeah, but no, I just anyway, that was a fascinating video to watch, to see how people thought, because I naively thought that people would list it out the way that I do.
Like, Shays was really, really boring.
It was really boring because it's just like a straight up list.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, I will put the pictures up so you can look at them, or just hear us out talk about them, I guess, whatever. But we're going to start with, we'll start with yours, and then mine, and then we'll move on with some other people.
So like in mine, I did it vertically, and it was just January, February, March from the top to the bottom of the page, and I didn't even like write out all the whole word. December, it's just DC. Oh yeah, because it's just like, why are you complicating this? And then in my brain, it just rolls down. It just keeps going.
And just keeps going.
Yeah, like right after December. No, right after December is gonna be January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Just for eternity.
Oh my gosh.
Just one scrolling line.
What the frick? Mine was a little bit more. Apparently it's horizontal. January's by himself. February, March, April, May are in a chunk by themselves because
they just all go together.
They just don't matter. Yeah. And then June and July is summertime, so they're together. August and September don't matter, so they're together.
Oh my word.
October is bigger because October only matters. And then November, December is at the end because that happens. And then I have a hard stop. And then at the top, I'm always thinking about October because Halloween's coming and I have to think about what I want to be for Halloween.
Oh my goodness.
So
your costumes are epic. They are very good.
We're going to see what happens this year.
Your costumes are great.
We'll see. So then we moved on to Kane. And let me scoot on over.
Kane, who's been on the podcast before.
Yeah, Kane that's been on here. His is also vertical, like Shays, and it just goes January all the way down to December.
But he puts his in blocks, almost like they're their own little calendar thing.
Right. So, and then his flips back up to the top.
Yeah, so where mine scrolls, he just starts over again at the top.
Yeah. Which,
I mean, sure, that's fine. That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
We accept you.
Yeah.
And then, no, that was yours. And then we went to Rhiannon, and
these are all fencers, by the way. They're fantastic friends who were very patient with us while we were going through this process.
We were trying to just do it like this. And she writes hers out, and apparently, I don't know if she
was saying if she had had room, hers would have been in a list like mine, but she gave herself nice big chunks, gaps, so that she could do whatever she needed to with that space for that month.
That's why she had she had little dashes after hers to be like, I have some space to do some stuff.
Which I don't. I just like, whatever. We're just this month. So go scroll forever, eternity.
We'll fit it in where we won't.
Right.
And then we had Olvade. Did you want this one?
This one's awesome. I love it. Because he blocks his together too.
Yeah, he also blocks them together because that's what matters.
Right. But he did like January and February were the same to him.
Right.
And then March just doesn't exist for him, which I'm like, you guys, March is fencing. That's when fencing starts. Both of you were like, March doesn't matter.
Which makes me feel that that's when my birthday is. And I was like, toss it in the no pit.
That's hilarious.
I was like, oof. And then,
Okay, so then he did April, which was like big block all by himself because that's his birthday month.
Right.
Right. So that mattered to him a lot.
I was like, my birthday don't matter.
No, that's really funny.
Yeah.
But then like he blocked together the summer months.
Well, he had May and
Oh yeah,
June, and they're just sitting there by himself.
right.
Whatever.
And then July and August was blocked together, and then he listed out September, October, and November, all written out. But he was like, "But I'm really angry about it." And he
Yeah.
went through this whole explanation because he's like, "So the seventh month is July, and that should be called September because sept 7." And
Yeah.
he went, and it was a brilliant rant about how October
Is eight.
is
Should be
8.
eight, but
Yeah,
it's 10.
yeah.
And yeah.
It
And,
was great. He
oh
wrote
my,
it all out, and he was like really upset by it.
and brought it back to July and August because they should be stabbed.
They should be stabbed because of the
Julius Caesar thing.
Anyway, that was really funny. I enjoyed that one.
It was a turn. I didn't. At first, I was like, "What in the frick is he writing this novel for over here?" And then when he explained it, I was like, "Oh,
That makes sense. I mean, I'm
yeah,
kind of on board with that. I feel like September,
yeah,
should be the seventh month as
September,
well.
yeah,
September,
yeah."
like, and October should be 8. But whatever, it's fine. December should be 10th, but whatever, it's
Maybe
fine.
October is 10 because it is a 10.
Maybe because it's 10. You're awesome. I
No,
love
I
you.
don't.
Okay,
It's-
so then our awesome friend Tilly, who we were expecting high things from because she's an absolute artistic
yes,
genius.
you're like, we know her brain.
Like,
It's
she's
just
so
going, man.
cool. Anyway, I love everything
She
Tilly
didn't
touches.
disappoint. Look how freaking even this is.
I know. Look how beautiful it is. It's so incredible. Tilly's like seriously one of my favorite people. Just
Yeah.
hey, shout out Jacob, your wife's awesome. Anyway, but she did hers horizontally too, and I love it because she also blocked out things, but I like how she blocked it out
Yeah,
differently than everyone else.
right. Like she just had like the
seasons.
the seasons.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you. I'm like, I
seasons,
can't even think
but
now.
like how
But
she
then
thinks
also,
about them on
yeah,
top.
exactly. Like her actual like thought processes. Like this is how things are, but this is how things are though.
Right.
Yeah, which is crazy.
She did both. So she like had at the beginning in January, she had like a personal break for herself, and then January through February, it was, what did she say? I can't see it.
It's into the swing of things.
Getting back into the swing of the things with the new year.
Those are the worst months.
No, I love it. No, January's my favorite.
January's the
worst.
January's the worst month.
No, it's the best month.
No,
because all the decorations go away and nobody wants to see you or talk to you or ask anything of you.
It is like the most like you know when you see the trees in like not winter, it's just cold and there's no leaves and the snow's kind of disgusting underneath. Like that to me is January.
Where you're just like, stay inside. Why are you going outside looking at ugly trees?
Because I'm just saying that's the vibe. Where
Sit
you're just
by
like
the fire. No,
dude, that's as soon as it hits below 70, I wear 1,000 layers. Don't even tell me sit by the fire.
No.
I think I contemplate climbing into the oven. Like no, it's every time. Today I made banana bread and it came out and I thought I'm just gonna hug this. It's fine. And then I was like, no, put it back down. It's fine.
You're hilarious.
Anyways,
no, it's okay. Go on.
You can tell the important people who put down Halloween on there. By the way,
I know that was it's good. Yeah.
Oh my frick. Kate, were you here? Did you see?
No, I didn't see what Dracus did. No.
Dracus is his own person.
He numbered them. Look at this.
Yeah, he told me at first. He sat down and he sat for so long, and I was like, dude, what's happening?
What's going on?
And he goes, I'm like, so like when I say, hey, so in September we're planning a camp out. What do you think of? And he wrote 09. And I went, oh,
seriously?
what the frick? And he was like, yeah. So he basically is like, he started off with June. And he goes, my birthday is in June. I know June is 6. So before then is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, June, my birthday. And then he goes, July comes after June, so that must be 7. And then August comes after that, so it must be 8. And September's 9 because it comes after that. And then October, which is super easy, 10, 11, 12.
There you go.
And there it is.
It's numbers to him. He didn't even write them out. That's funny.
That's it.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. So there, whatever.
That's great.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I feel like I missed somebody. Hold on.
We'll get there.
Oh
yeah, and Velcana. So Dracus and Velcana are brothers.
Yeah.
And so this is funny
they were
to see
not
the difference between that.
Velcana just drew a grid of which he didn't even put enough months because that's only 9. But we see where he's going. Apparently, a 3x3 grid is sufficient for him for the year.
He's just I wonder what month he's cutting out. He's just like, we don't do January through March. Those are not
March,
months.
April, May is no good.
No, I can see where he's going. He
meant
to put a fourth line
I'm sure
on there,
he did. And it goes left to right, and that's it. So
that's great.
Whatever.
Velcana's fantastic. Do Sparrow. Did we do Sparrow?
No, we're getting there.
Okay.
My Sparrow.
I love Sparrow.
She just kept. Were you there when she drew it? Though?
No, I didn't see her drawing the whole thing.
She started out with the blue inside circle, right? Had the months, had the semesters, because she's like, I'm in school. I have the
Oh, is that what
semesters.
that is? Those are
Yeah,
semester
the
schools. Okay, yeah,
semesters
yeah,
of these things and summertime, and right. And then the more she stood there, she was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna add one more thing," because I thought
yeah.
she put May, and I was like, "Does your mom not matter to you? Do you just not care about Mother's
Mother's
Day?
Day?
Does that not?" And finally, she's like, "Fine, Mother's Day," and wrote it on there. And she's like, "And Father's Day, because you can't not do
Right,
that
you
if
gotta
you
have a
put me on
both.
Mother's
You
Day."
gotta have
So
one
she
of it.
writes that down, and then she's like, "Okay, you know what? Actually, I have to put down the seasons." And so that's what the green layer is
Oh, I love
seasons.
that. Yep.
And then she's like, "Just kidding. I have to put down fencing." And that's what the purple is for the
Is the
fencing
outside
time.
line is fencing? Look
Yeah.
at that. I love that.
She's like, "I just didn't know what I was like, it's however you think of it." And she's like, "I just think of so many things all the time." I was like, "Whoa, dude."
No, this better. It's
Yeah.
she's doing the clock thing too, though. Like
Uh-huh.
you can see how she thinks of it as a clock,
I
but she's just got all that extra info on
Yeah.
the outside.
I was worried. I'm not worried, but
Mm-hmm.
like there were two people in that video that did there's like a clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and then I had some people at work because I asked people at work,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a guy that he did his like a clock. He got irritated because he was like, January should be 1, but I put January at 12, and that irritates me. But that's how I see it.
Oh
Is
yeah. Oh,
instead
that
of
would be frustrating.
yeah. And he's like, I wish I could switch it over, but I can't because January is at the top, and you got to move all the way around and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so after, because Sparrow was one of the last, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, does no one think of it as a circle? Because mine's a hard stop. Mine
Yeah.
is December hits, bam, throw that one all away. We're going again, and whatever. So
Yeah.
she, luckily, she pulled it
She
out.
did. She
She
pulled
did
it out.
it.
There's a clock. Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that she put her name right in the center too. I love
Well, I
that.
told her she had to write it, and that
I
was the
know.
only space
That's
left.
good.
I
I
was like,
love though that she
write that
did
down
that.
right there.
That's fantastic. Who was the last? Oh, and then Jacob. Jacob, we know you're listening. We know you're listening.
Bless your heart.
We love you. You're nuts.
Apparently, when I explained it, it wasn't quite how he thought it was, which is still fine because if that's like when he explained it later,
Mhm.
it made sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't think time just comes at him and he just takes it how it comes.
Which is
And
kind of
that's it.
cool. Like, wouldn't that be
No,
nice if you
that
thought
would
that
be
way? That'd be so cool.
like, I wasn't
I
saying
don't
releasing. That's weird.
relieving. So
So
relaxing, easygoing,
something.
gentle.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
It would just because I have to have a planner, or else my
Oh, I
life's
know.
screwed.
Me
Was
too.
screwed. Like
Yeah.
I didn't do a planner for the last 2 weeks, and I double booked myself, and I forgot about things,
Yeah,
and
no, like
whatever.
every Saturday night, like religion,
Yeah.
like religion for
Yeah.
me. Every Saturday night, I plan out my next week.
Yeah.
Like
I do
what
that on
to
Sundays,
the
so I'm like,
detail.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like my family every year produces a calendar. So my extended family.
Oh,
So we
yeah?
have an extended family calendar, and it has every birthday on it when we're celebrating them, every vacation, every like the whole
Oh my
thing
gosh.
a year in advance.
That's
So
crazy.
like when Jake has showed us this. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of take it a day at a time and just live my life. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I literally know what I'm doing next year,
Yeah.
this week, next year.
Right.
Like,
No,
I know.
I don't get that extensive, but I'm pretty like, hey, we know when we're doing this, and like,
Yeah, I mean,
you
like,
gotta plan it out.
week to week, it's like, on
Comes at you.
yeah, like Saturday night, obviously, like, oh, I need to like fold my laundry or whatever,
Right,
and I'm
sure,
planning
sure,
that
sure.
in. But
Yeah.
like, no,
You know exactly when you're going on
yeah,
vacation, and you know when you're going to parties, and you
yes,
know when you're doing all
yeah,
that stuff. That's it.
and then we have that same thing on Ben's side. But
Mhm.
when Ben's side changes their mind about something, I
Yeah.
get so upset. Like it's not because
This
I
is
hate.
not on
I know it's like
here.
that was not on the calendar. You can't change things. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
because I have to know. I have to know what's going on. I will be there. I will bring the potatoes, but I need to know when.
You gotta give me prep
Yeah.
time. In case you guys don't know what it is, in the top left corner, there's a deer. Sorry, he just crossed in front of the pool.
Oh,
It's
that's
fine.
fantastic.
Sorry.
Anyway, no. So in the top corner is the ball dropping in New York.
Yeah, like the New Year's Eve ball.
Mhm.
Just because I thought it was a tree, but there were numbers, and I don't know. Anyways, then there's a motorcycle. There's the target is for archery, fencing, obviously.
Work 9 to 5.
Yeah, work 9 to 5. Running. He
does
doing
marathons
that.
and stuff. Jake is awesome.
Yeah.
We love Jake.
I don't know how he finds the time. He's like, the time just comes at him, and he just then finds all of it. And I'm like, I'm planning it, and I can't find it
because he doesn't have to worry about like doing next October. No, and then he's got
So I'm
Christmas
like,
down in the bottom too.
if I think less about Halloween, I'll have so much more time. And then you end it with Christmas. So there's that.
I like that though. I like how he sees the whole year that way.
I wish I could be just come at me. I can't do it.
I can't either, but I like that he can. I think that's
Yeah.
cool. It shows an openness to the universe and to free experiences and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I get super uptight about the calendar. Like,
it
I
needs
need to
be
know.
just so.
No,
Yes.
that's so funny. I love it.
Oh
This
my
is so
gosh.
good. I love that people think differently about it.
No,
I'm glad, because if everybody thought the way I did, life would be so boring.
Oh no.
I made a really great secretary though. I was a phenomenal secretary because I could do that.
I like how you just hold on to that
I
so
am
firmly.
really good.
I can organize anything.
I can.
I'm the best secretary.
I am.
I went to school for secretarying.
I am so good at it. Everybody should be able to say that about something that
It's
they did.
true.
Like everyone should have that in their life where they're just like, I did that, awesome.
I think it's fantastic because that was like a 1950s thing, and now you're like, it's 2020, and you know what I'm good at?
I'm a secretary.
Filing.
I'm super good at it.
Do we use files now? No.
No, but I can do it. Everything I'm interested in is too old for the time period I live in. Are you kidding me? Like I just told you I'm reading a book about a war that took place 1,000 years ago. Like, well,
it's fine. I read Agatha Christie all the time,
but that's at least still relatively recent. I mean,
I guess.
No, I don't belong in the time period I live in.
I wish I was cleaning rocks right now.
Do my laundry on a rock. Oh my gosh. Anyway, calendars.
Oh my gosh. Let us know. Obviously, you can't send us pictures, but let us know what you think yours looks like, because we'll be interested in yours.
Are you clocks? Are you lists? Are you grids? What are you?
Yeah.
We're curious.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you. Have a good
Thanks
calendar.
To everybody
day.
And have a great calendar. Okay, bye.
Okay,